Hi, I'm Mia. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to do a little Valentine's Day look. So the plan for today is to do little graphic hearts on my eyes, but I lost my graphic liner palette from Glisten Cosmetics, so we're gonna make do. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna start off with the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag Facelift palette. I'm just going to take a little bit of Hunty just to throw some definition into my crease. Not a lot, just a little. I am going in with more shadows after this, so I just want a little something something. Then on a flatter, denser brush, I'm taking the shade Cake Face and just patting this on my lid. I'm also going to blend that up into the Hunty shade as well. I am primarily using a white shimmer after this, so I just want a little extra white for it to stick to. I know it doesn't look like much eyeshadow wise, but that's what I wanted. I just wanted a little something for the shimmer to stick to, and then so it's just not sad and like concealer. Especially because my eyelids are super oily, so it would just be sad, creasy concealer on my lids. This is from Lottie London. It's called the Troublemaker. I think it's a highlighter. It was at CVS for like $3, so why not? I'm just going to take some on my finger and just kind of start patting that, just because my fingers usually have better pressure for shimmers anyways, especially something that's like, it's probably going to be a little more white and sparkly focused anyways. Yeah, that sucks. So I'm taking the shade Full Fantasy from the palette as well, and I'm just going to start to tap that onto my eye. White shadows aren't usually super intense or shifty, which is fine because the eyeshadow is not the focus of the look today. This is the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade Pitch Black, and I'm just going to run that into my waterline. You know, I really need to stop being nice and picking up shifts for people that wouldn't do the same for me, because I picked up a Monday shift. So, non-consecutive days off. I hate that. And, I'm sorry, my eyeliner face is gross. And there's already a bunch of pre-orders for Monday because I work in a bakery. So, yay. I mean, by the time this goes up, it's probably going to be Tuesday. So, but still. But I'm a nice person. I've picked up 2 extra shifts in the past 2 weeks when everyone else just calls out and leaves everyone to suffer. But, yay! It's funny, I said it to my mother, and she's like, oh, if you have to say how nice of a person you are, you're not actually nice. Like, I know that. I'm being sarcastic because I'm the first person people turn to when they want their shifts picked up. So it's just a little tiring at this point. Now, like I said, I did lose my Glisten Cosmetics liner palette, which had a black liner in it. So, we're going to make a little liner of our own. I'm going back in with the Life's a Drag Facelift palette, and I'm going to take some of this black shade. Can't see it that well, but I scraped some onto this palette, and I'm going to go in with the Inglot Duraline. That way I can make my own liquid liner. But my hand isn't steady enough, and I don't have a small enough, like, regular eyeliner to do this with. So we have to get creative. And now we're just going to start mixing. I did add a little more eyeshadow than liner, just so it's easier to work with, and then it doesn't get runny or bleed by being too liquidy. And I am just mixing this in with the same tool I will be using later, which is just a dotted tool. I got these on Amazon. It was like a set of like 8 or 10 back last year when I was doing my own nails, and that didn't work out, but they're fantastic tools for like graphic liner and shit. Ooh, I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. So I'm going to take the smaller end of it first. Just kind of get that nice and evenly coated. I need a mirror. I apologize in advance if I don't talk during this because it's scary. But using a dotting tool is going to make it a little more even and precise than if you went in with just like a brush. On the bigger side, I'm just gonna, same process, just kind of drag and make it a V. I'm also going to use different sized dotting tools so I can get different sized hearts. Wild concept, I know. But I'm going to finish my eyes and put on eyelashes and be back because this is just going to be tedious and I'm going to dip in and out of frame a lot, so say lovey. I'll see you soon though. I'm back. I have lashes on. I want to make a disclaimer before I start my base routine. I am using a new moisturizer and a new foundation. So if my base looks god-awful, it's not my fault. Okay? Just had to say that now. But for my moisturizer, I'm going to go in with the Paula's Choice Pro-Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. This was gifted to me. I would like to disclose that. But I've used this a few times and I really like it so far. So, but I'm just gonna, but I was actually semi-productive today. I say semi because my main task of the day was just shoveling because it snowed overnight and we got like, I think it was 6 inches, but yay. But it's fine, everything's fine. That's the price I pay for living in Massachusetts. I'm also going to go in with my trusty Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum, like I always do. And like usual, this is the shade Main Squeeze. It's funny because I don't use it for like any bronzing effects, I just like it for like an extra plump of, I just like it for an extra boost of hydration really, but I like it. Nearly empty. I'm nearly done with this tube, so obviously I like it enough if I keep using it. And then, this is a really long name. I have to look at the bottle for this. This is from Rose Inc. This is their Softlight Skin Smoothing Liquid Foundation. I think this is getting pulled from Sephora because it's been in and out of stock for the past like 2 months. This is the shade 2N, which is described as fair with neutral olive undertone. And I think this is like the best foundation match I've ever found in my life because I put some on the other night, just like on my neck in the bathroom. I couldn't see where my skin ended and where the foundation began. I don't know where my favorite foundation brush is. But yeah, that's the shade. But I did actually buy a pair of boots the other day. If you know me, you know that I hate shoe shopping. Like this, oh, girl, that match, I'm sorry. Sorry to break away from the shoe conversation, but that match is insane. But no, I finally bought a pair of boots. I broke down because I hate shoe shopping. I'm gonna be so honest with you. My feet are on the wider size for women's shoes, so trying to find wide fit anything is a hassle to begin with. And then I'm very specific in what I want shoe wise because I don't shoe. That's not my thing. So I just want shoes that are gonna look like shoes. I don't want any weird fabrics mixing together. I want just a solid color. I don't want them to be, it's a thing. But I was looking at a pair on Amazon. I know, Jeff Bezos is evil. It's also easier to do returns if I get on Amazon. But it dropped down in price like $8 and I just got paid. And the 6 inches of snow that happened. So, finally got them. They fit, thank God. But just means I can wear them when I have to go to work tomorrow. Like, I had the sneaking suspicion that I might be a little olive toned because I'm very obviously not cool toned. I'm not super warm toned, and neutral things tend to look a little too peachy on me. And you know, I am a decent chunk Italian on my father's side, so it would make sense if I had a little more green in my skin than most. But again, neutral with neutral olive is where I live, I think, because again, look at that match. Not to toot my own horn, but now I'm just going to go in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in Royal Icing 1.1N. I think that's all I need for now. I don't know where my brushes are. I lost two of them. My Makeup by Mario foundation brush and one of my Real Techniques concealer brushes. But, damn. With my luck, it just ended up in like a wrong drawer or something. And if push comes to shove, I can just rebuy the Real Techniques brush. It was like $8. And a few years old already, so it's fine. But as much as I love the Makeup by Mario brush, I'm not shelling out that kind of money for a brush again. Even though it's like my favorite foundation brush ever. And even though it's not my favorite product ever, I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Contour in the shade Gentle. Again, contour is pushing it, but I liked the tone for like a bronzer, but again, not a contour. But I just put some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Ariel X Morphe A58 brush. And I'm just going to start, Okay, I like this more with this brush than the brush that was sent with this, so. But again, it's still not a contour. I'm sorry, I feel like this smells like coconuts a little. I hate the smell of coconut. Like, beachy, it just smells beachy almost. Now this is about to be a process, and I apologize. I wanted like a kind of cool tone baby pink moment for this, like blush wise, but I feel like cool tones look a little weird on me, so we're gonna try. This is the Essence Baby Got Blush Stick in the shade Tickle Me Pink. Picked this up at CVS, like $5 I think. So I'm gonna hope this is a little more, can I even see that? I'm gonna hope this is a little more cool tone than some of my other blushes. I surprisingly don't want to be like super blushy today. Like I do, but like I have a specific vision, you know? I might be going a little ham, but it's also a little hard to get this off, so. This smells like gum. This literally smells like gum. I'm sorry, I'm getting really sidetracked today. Try for the best here. This is exactly what I wanted. It might not be okay, it's not exactly what I wanted, but it is pretty close. And again, I didn't want to get like a super baby pink blush that's like super blue toned, because again, I feel like it would look a little weird, but this works. But I wanted like kind of a higher blush placement than usual. A little under the eye, because I have a plan. Now I'm taking some of the Danessa Myricks Evolution Powder in pink. This is like a super translucent pink though, but it's just going to help marry my under eyes together with the blush. I am just going in with a brush instead of a powder puff, because my under eyes get a little too dry with a powder puff in this specific powder. and I'm going in with another powder. This is a brightening powder from Jaclyn Cosmetics, the Face It All Corrective Pressed Powder. Brand shut down, so I try to use this sparingly sometimes, but I really love the way this looks. See, like, I've been loving a bright under eye, more specifically in the wintertime. I don't know why, but now I'm going to do the faintest wash of a powder blush. This is the NYX Cosmetics Buttermelt blush in Butter Together. See, and I put an R at the end of Together this time because I don't try to, but I have a bad habit of sometimes dropping my R's. And I hate it. And I try not to do it. Just speech, not therapy in school, but I had a, like, speech counselor in school. It was like, hey, we're gonna shame the R back into you. And I went, I don't think so. Okay, so I might have went a little ham on the blush. You can't blame me. I mean, you can, but you can't. I can't believe I almost forgot about highlighter. Like, when I was putting together the products I was going to use, didn't even cross my mind. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. This is probably one of my favorite highlighter formulas ever. Yeah. And this shade is really nice because it's like a more silvery champagne kind of tone, which is going to look really good with this look. Yeah. It's all coming together. So for lips, we're using a lot of products. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Sheet in the shade Iconic Nude. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Liner in the shade Deep Taupe. I'm going to line with this and then enhance with this. Just watch. So I'm going to overline a little with the Charlotte Tilbury. I did go through all of my lip liners and these are the coolest toned ones I own. But again, that's because I don't really like cool tones, so I try not to buy too many of them because I feel like it makes my lips look a little weird. And cheeks and anything else basically. And then I'm just going to kind of go over my Cupid's bow and under my lip a little with this. It's a little deeper than Iconic Nude, so my camera battery died, but all I did was smudge out the liner a bit with a lip brush. It wasn't anything that special. On the same lip brush, I'm going to take some of the cream blush, the Essence one, and just do a little touch on my lips. Again, cohesiveness, and that way there's a bit of color under the gloss. I love doing this, especially when I don't really have a lipstick that would match a blush. So just some blush on the lips. Works all the same. And then, for the final touch of makeup, this is the Half Magic Drip Glitter Gloss in the shade Y2K Cherub. And she's stunning, gorgeous. It's just going to give a little bit of shine and a little bit of glitter. So I need to go wipe all of this blush off my arm and deal with my bangs, but I'll be back. I promise. Yeah, my bangs, my hair hasn't been washed in a couple of days and there's dry shampoo in it. So when that happens, it just kinda, and I was stupid and didn't put a roller in while I was doing my makeup, so that could have fixed everything, but c'est la vie. Hopefully I can get another look done Monday night. So, well, my plan is Monday night after trivia and then Tuesday during the day. I'm hoping I can get 2 or 3 more videos before I have to, like, do my regular work week.